Section 4. You will hear a university lecturer giving a talk on the disappearance of coral reefs. First, you have some time to look at questions 31 to 40. Now listen carefully and answer questions 31 to 40. Good morning. Today's lecture focuses on one of the most ecologically significant and most threatened ecosystems on our planet, coral reefs. Let's start with some basic facts. Coral reefs are sometimes called the rainforests of the sea, and with good reason. Despite covering less than 1% of the ocean floor, they provide habitat and food for approximately a quarter of all known marine species. That extraordinary biodiversity packed into such a tiny fraction of the ocean makes their protection absolutely critical. Now, many people assume coral is a plant or a rock. In fact, coral is an animal. The individual coral animal is called a polyp, a tiny, soft-bodied creature that secretes a hard calcium carbonate skeleton around itself. Over thousands of years, the accumulated skeletons of billions of polyps build up to form the reef structures we see today. Corals don't survive alone, however. They live in a close partnership with microscopic algae called zooxanthellae. I'll spell that for you. zooxanthellae. These algae live inside the coral's tissue and provide up to 90% of the coral's energy through photosynthesis. This relationship is absolutely fundamental to reef survival. So what is threatening these ecosystems? The primary driver is climate change, specifically rising ocean temperatures. When seawater becomes too warm, even by just 1 or 2 degrees above normal, corals become stressed and expel their zooxanthellae. Without these algae, the coral loses its color and turns completely white. This process is known as coral bleaching. The coral isn't immediately dead at this point, but it is severely weakened. If elevated temperatures persist for more than 8 weeks, the coral is usually unable to recover and dies. The second major chemical threat is ocean acidification. As the concentration of CO2 in the atmosphere rises, more of it is absorbed by the ocean. This makes seawater more acidic, which interferes with the coral's ability to build and maintain its calcium carbonate skeleton. Essentially, the reef becomes structurally weaker and more vulnerable to physical damage. Beyond climate change, direct human activity also plays a significant role. Agricultural runoff is a major concern. When water-carrying fertilizers from nearby farms drains into coastal waters, it triggers explosive algae growth on the reef surface. This algae competes with coral for space and light, and in severe cases, smothers and kills the coral entirely. Fishing practices are another serious issue. In some parts of the world, fishermen use dynamite to stun or kill fish quickly, a method that is as destructive as it sounds. A single blast can shatter centuries of reef growth in an instant, leaving behind rubble that may take decades to recover, if it recovers at all. On a more hopeful note, conservation scientists are fighting back with some innovative techniques. One approach involves growing corals in controlled underwater nurseries, where conditions can be carefully managed. Researchers are selectively breeding corals that show greater resistance to heat stress, with the goal of eventually replanting them onto damaged reefs. Perhaps the most exciting technological development is the use of drones to monitor reef health. Equipped with high-resolution cameras and thermal sensors, drones can cover large areas of reef quickly and cheaply, providing scientists with detailed images and data that would have taken months to collect by hand. This allows researchers to identify bleaching events early and prioritize areas for intervention. So to summarize, coral reefs are irreplaceable ecosystems under threat from multiple directions: rising temperatures, acidification, agricultural pollution, and destructive human practices. But through careful science and innovation, there is real hope for their survival, provided we also address the root cause, which is climate change itself. So now you have some time to check your answers. This is the end of section 4.